Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Good. Can you hear me? Testing. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Clem, yep. Good. Try speaking to the mic.
Hello. Welcome back to the Netball final varsity match of the season.
Purple Panthers against Sussex Stingrays.
Good evening and a warm welcome to Falmer. We're here in Brighton's Sport and Health Complex for the final varsity match of 2026. We're here for the netball events between Sussex Stingrays and the Brighton Panthers, and we are underway. I'm joined this evening by Hugo Wong. Hugo, how do you see this game going?
Yeah, it will be a really exciting and interesting match to see, as Brighton, thanks to their near-perfect season, will be joining the first tier next season again with Sussex. And with the sold-out crowd here in Falmer, it will be an interesting match.
Fantastic atmosphere. Karen over with a first chance there to open the scoring, but failed with both her attempts. A ferocious crowd here, sold out as Hugo mentioned. Emily rolls underneath the net to give it to her teammates. And then the rebound couldn't quite be collected, but they'll get another go. Rolls with the shot. And with the first goal, goes to the Brighton Panthers. Let's take a 1-0 lead. So let's run you through the lineups. We'll start with the Panthers. Goalkeeper for them this evening, Sasha Talley. Goal defence, Jess Barris. Wing defence, it's the co-captain, Ellie Bittner. And there is Jess Barris with the interception as Brighton look to start another attack. It's palmed away. So centre is Latifa Jimmo, who starred in last year's varsity defeat. Wing attack, Emily O'Neill and Tilly Mason-Lone, and Emily Rolls, the two with the scoring power for the Panthers this evening. And there is Mason-Lone, who makes no mistake with that effort. And Brighton have an early advantage.
Yeah, the first 2 shots will definitely be a confident boost for the team. And the referee signals a foul play. Sussex on the attack.
So while Sussex are on this attack, let's bring you their starting 7. Starting in goal, Jenna Barrable. Goal defence, Charlotte Gaffney. Will hold it there just as Karen Iova. The third shot missed from Iova. Unlike her, I'm sure she'll put the poor start behind. Evelyn Collins makes no mistake. Shows Iova how it's done. And the deficit is halved. 2-1 to the Panthers early on. And a fumble from Emily Rose there. Overturns possession. So let's continue with that Sussex lineup. Wing defence, Mia Hazelwood and Elms. Recently the social secretary for Sussex. Sure she'll be organising something fun for the team tonight if they're victorious. Centre, Charlotte Tuck. And in attack we've got Abby Topcott, Evelyn Collins and Carol Nova, as mentioned, both been involved quite heavily so far. We've had just over 3.5 minutes. Still Brighton 2, Sussex 1. Fantastic goalkeeping from Barrable to get the rebound there. The interceptions can be massive in this game, Hugo.
Yeah, Sussex have to settle their nerves and settle into the game. Limit unnecessary turnovers as they move the ball into the attacking zone. And Brighton regains possession. Finding the centre.
Bittner looking for the pass to O'Neill. She gets it again. Short pass. A tough opportunity. Taken superbly. Fantastic shot to reopen that 2-point lead. Can Sussex do in response? Bit of contact, not seen by the referee. Naova with the first chance for her first point of the game. Overturned again. That could be a crucial point. Brighton can't afford these turnovers. There's Collins. Out to the centre. Collins wanted it back. Just over her head. And Sasha Talley will take the throw in. Jimmo in support. Lovely long pass. Just kept in fantastically. Mason-Lone, she can do with it. Obstruction over there, so it will be a free pass. Taken by O'Neill. Mason-Lone in support. And despite the pressure from Barrable. Mason Lone sinks it again. It's 4-2, 6 minutes played. Lay over in space. But a foul there. Overturns. Nova looking a bit bemused. Bittner with the pass. Can it be kept in? Stepped out of play, did Sasha Talley. And Sussex can come again. Taken quickly. Abby Topcott. Obstruction there, called against Ellie Bittner. And Sussex, can they take full advantage? They can. Nayova with her second of the evening, putting behind the errors that she made earlier on. 2 and 2 for her. Mason Lone under it. Impeccable from Mason Lone. She's going to be so crucial if Brighton are going to win this game.
Yeah, it's a close game as expected. Both teams have to rely on their decision making and calmness in both sides of the floor. And a turnover for Sussex. On the ball, centre, Latifa. Brighton passing the ball well. Finding her options. And gets a rebound. Back to you, Sussex.
Tuck in the middle. The ball is overturned. Brighton can look forward again. Jimmo looking for options. Taking their time despite the 3-second rule. Bittner. Jimmo covering every bit of the court so far. And obstruction called against Tuck. So the ball will go over to Jimmo for a free pass. A short bounce one. O'Neill, and then it's Rose who gets it in. Brighton leads 6-3. 6.5 minutes left of this first quarter. Now build from the centre again. Mason Lone, Jimmo couldn't quite get there. The foul is called against the Stingrays. Fantastic pass. Emily Rose comfortably over the basket. But they'll get another chance. Mason Lone. O'Neill. The pass is intercepted by Barrable. Sussex looks to go down the other end. Obstruction against the goal defence. Iova pivoted nicely, but goes backwards. Another obstruction against the goal defence. Over with a turn, composes herself and gets it in nicely. Has scored 3 out of the 4 goals for the Stingrays so far, as the first substitution is made. On comes Amelia Phillips for Sussex in place of Mia Hazelden-Elms. Sussex fans screaming for their ball, and the referee gives them the decision. It's really not capitalised. Poor throw by Evelyn Collins. And Barrable can build out from the back. Jimmo, overhead pass. Bittner. Jimmo. And fantastic placements. We've seen it time and time again from Mason Lone already this evening.
Yeah, the build-up play from Brighton is definitely on point. And their communication is strong as well. Again. Tilly shoots, scores. It's 8-4 to Brighton, with 4 minutes to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, they've built quite a nice lead so far, have the Panthers, who are desperate for some pride in this year's varsity competition. Currently 10.5, 1.5 down, with 1.5 points all coming in the football on Wednesday afternoon. You might have seen that action on Sport Brighton. Bittner, and then Jamo. And it will be a Sussex ball. Tuck with the pass now over. Does well to keep it in play and find the goal. Sussex claw their way back into this game, 8-5. Nice movements. O'Neill got it again. Rolls under it, opts against going for goal. Gets closer here and off the rim. Just goes in. Obstruction again called. Tuck to Collins, exchanging passes, far out, doesn't go for goal, goes for Nyova, good movement, a fantastic link up from the goal attacker and goal shooter for Sussex.
Yeah, goal scorer of Sussex, Cara, has been using her height advantage against Sasha and scoring 5 of the 6 points for Sussex. Tilly scores. Back to the center, Charlotte Tuck. Waiting his options. Sussex ball.
Fantastic keeping from Sasha Talley. A breathless start to this first quarter. Less than 2 minutes to go now. Nyova on the rebound. Get a free shot due to contact against the goal defence. She makes full advantage of it. It's Brighton 10, Sussex 7. Bittner. Jimmo always finding the space. Glides so nicely. It was Mason Lone, one of the first misses that we've seen from her. Obstruction against the goalkeeper. Has the free shot. Makes the most of it for 11-7. Centre just straying offside, coming into the circle. Spotted by the referee. Doesn't matter too much though, as they make the most of it anyway. Brighton 11, Sussex 8, in the final 40 seconds of the first quarter. Rolls there, extending the advantage to 4. And an ambitious pass. This time from Abby Topcott, beyond the reach of the goal shooter. The tallest player in the court, even she couldn't make the most of that pass. Jamo. Moving it quickly here, Brighton, with Bittner here. Fantastic interception, but can't keep it in play. Charlotte Gaffney there. Co-president Brighton might have one final chance before the whistle. 3 seconds. And that signals the end of the first quarter. A frantic start. What have you made of it, Hugo?
Yeah, I'm impressed with the ball movement of Brighton. They move the ball quickly and finding open spaces. Well, it's not all over for Sussex yet. It's only 4 points. They trail 4 points in the first quarter.
Well, join us back here for the second quarter shortly. But for now, it's Brighton Panthers 12, Sussex Stingrays 8. You're right, 12-8. Yeah, we had to do it for it was for the basketball. We had to do it last year. It was a nightmare. It is difficult. But I guess you can always do it. And the buzzer signals the end of the break between the first and second quarters. And you're watching two of the best sides in the region. Panthers not just invincible this season in their league, but they won every game of their Bucks League season, winning 10 out of 10, scoring 531 goals in the process, on their way to becoming South East Tier 2 champions. It wasn't a bad season for the third team either for Brighton. The Threes winning Tier 5A. So 2 out of the 3 Panthers netball sides claiming promotion this season. And Brighton will join Sussex in the top division next season. Sussex in their first campaign since getting promoted last year. They won 5 out of their 10 league games, so definitely not a bad season, as they claimed a mid-table finish. So it's been a year without these two sides meeting, for their first teams in fact. The twos are in the same division, Tier 3A. And they both got on top of each other at once. Brighton claiming a 38-37 victory here at the Sport and Health Complex earlier, while Sussex got their revenge back at their own place with a 43-33 win. A little bit of a hold-up before we get underway for the second quarter. Plenty of support from both teams in the crowd. Sold out event. And the umpires are ready. Good to a change of centre. And that's Abby Swan who came on in place of Latifa Jimo, who must have been knackered after that first quarter. Was everywhere. Brighton now shooting from left to right as you see it. Swan now. Contact against the wing defence, so the wing attack O'Neill will take this. Nice reach. In comfortably. Brighton have their biggest lead of the game so far, 13-8. Hugo, what might have been said during that little team talk from Sussex to get them back into this game?
Yeah, I just think they have to settle their nerves as we are playing here in Brighton's home court. Well, they have to keep the scores tight to give them a chance for a comeback.
I think Brighton are catching Sussex off guard with the speed of their passing. Off the back rim and claimed by Gaffney. She has the ball now, gives it to Phillips. And in fact, I think there's been a change since the quarters, with Barrable and Gaffney switching positions from goalkeeper and goal defence respectively. Barris doing the best to put the Stingrays under pressure. And she does fantastically to win possession back.
Brighton on attack again. Eyeing her options. Look at the movement of space of Brighton, it's wonderful. Center. And the ball eventually finds
both sides missing opportunities in the first couple of minutes of this second quarter. 2.5 minutes gone. It's Brighton 13, Sussex 9. Go backwards to Phillips. As Tuck, a crowded circle. And they overturn possession. They look to build from the back. Tally the goalkeeper. Interception by Phillips. And does fantastically well to keep it in play. There's Tuck. Gets it back. Bounce pass, does it make its way through? It does. Contact against the goal defence. And we'll have the free shots. And in. 10 points on the board now for the Stingrays. And they have the centre pass. Nayova wanted it, but an infringement from Ellie Bittner. Nice movement from Nayova. And footwork, although the shot is just over it, we'll get another chance. She's a contact, and makes no mistake with the second effort. Sussex getting back into this game, 13-11.
Yeah, Brighton have to beware of their mistakes and try not to turn over the ball, as seen here. Emily. It's another turnover for Brighton. It seems that Sussex have upped their pace in the second quarter. And see how they launch this attack. Through the center. Into the attacking zone. Can they find Carroll? Yes, they can. Just short.
On the back foot, there's contact there. Sonova gets to go again. And it's just a 1-point game now. Brighton 13, Sussex 12. Is it kept in at the far side? No, not quite. Umpire signals a Brighton pass. Lofted pass. Not sure quite what it's been pulled back for. The Sussex have the ball again with Abby Topcott. And we've seen Brighton scoring prowess in the league so far, scoring 531 goals, having the best goal difference in the league as well. In fact, they scored 77 one game in a 77-17 victory over Brunel. And against the Sussex defence, might be more difficult this evening. Brighton, after being on the receiving end of 3 answered points, finally get one of their own as they look again to the bench to make 2 changes. Jimo moved over to wing defence after starting the game off at centre. Gaffney looks for options. Found Tuck in space. Brighton look to move forward with Nyova. Tuck again wanting it. Nice 1-2 and under the net. However, fails on the first attempt, gets the rebound. Again hits the near side rim. There's contact. At the 3rd time of asking. Nova finally gets it in to make the scores 14-13. Coming up to halfway in the 2nd quarter. Oh, fantastic pass and reach. And a 15th goal for Brighton. We get another go from the centre pass. Abby Swan with it. Contact against the goalkeeper. Should go for goal, pivots nicely and finds the net. (16-13). Brighton not used to losing, Hugo. And that mentality might be on the show today.
Yeah, definitely not in this ground. They have 10 wins out of 10 this season. A very impressive record. Let's see if they can hold up this Sussex attack. Balls finds the attacker. Rims out. Sasha on the ball. Latifa. Look how fast the ball moves.
Obstruction called against the goalkeeper. So have it in the circle. Goes back out. And the pass attempted from Swan. Intercepted. Contact against the goalkeeper, but it doesn't matter. As Brighton score their 17th of the evening, 17-13.
Brighton has seemingly stopped the comeback from Sussex, but there's still 6 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. A turnover for Brighton. Into the attacker. Shoots, scores. 3-point deficit for Sussex.
Really nice lofted efforts to get another goal on the board for the Stingrays. Brighton again look to move it quickly. Jimo. Short little bounce pass. Goes for goal off the side of the rim. And it'll be out for a Sussex ball. Gaffney over to take. Wing defence almost caught offside. I think her foot did go into the circle. Wasn't penalised, however. Jimo into the goal attack. Space under the net. And despite the best efforts of Barrable, the goal defence, Brighton make it 18-14. 4.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Jimo with the pass. Interception by the wing defence. However, she did it illegally via contact. That was Amelia Phillips with the foul. Pretty unlucky there not to claim the ball back. An obstruction called, this time against Barrable. And the goal shooter gets it in. 19-14, 3 minutes 40 left.
Yeah, Brighton are trying to extend the lead to more than 5 points. It will be a comfortable lead, but Sussex are not giving up just yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure they'll be feeling too comfortable right now. They'll know Sussex's pedigree, know their quality, especially being in the division above. This has been a trait all evening so far. Nova failing to make the most of her 4 attempts there, but a large reach makes her great for the rebounds. But I think she'd be disappointed that she couldn't score there. Her team rely on her so much, played every minute of this game so far. They're not making too many errors in the full positions, Brighton. There was one there. It doesn't matter too much. 6-point game now, 20-14. Sussex look for another double change. And I mentioned Nova, who have been on the court the whole game, now makes way. Such an imposing figure for the Stingrays. But conversion hasn't been the greatest so far this evening. Jimo gets it away just in time. Another infringement against Phillips, the wing defence. Contact called there by the umpire. Quite far out, but does well to sink it. 21-14, just over 2 minutes to go in the first half. Tally. Oh, and the goal defence just drops it. That was because of contact against the wing attack. Emily O'Neill. Jimo just outside the final thirds. Contact by Gaffney. The shot is well short. Gaffney doing just enough to put her opposition off. Barrable looks for options, finds it in Gaffney. Goes right to Tuck. Contact against the wing attack. She does fantastically with that interception, makes up for it. Tuck will claim the ball back, however. Phillips. Tuck with the overhead pass above Jimo. Goal shooter keeps it in. Tally doing her best to put goal shooter off. Can only do it illegally. And Sussex get another on the board. 21-15. We're approaching the final 30 seconds of the first half. The support really ramping up here for both sides. And in space, the goal attack makes no mistake. Tilly Mason-Lone restores the 7-point advantage. Sussex will have one more attack with the final 10 seconds to go. Time's running out. There's the buzzer, not quick enough. And Brighton have a commanding lead here, 22-15. Hugo, what have you made of that second quarter?
Yeah, both teams definitely up their physicality as we see more whistles and more stoppages from the referee. Brighton closed the second quarter perfectly with capitalizing on mishaps on defensive ends from Sussex.
So we'll take an extended break now for half-time, but be sure to come back for the second half of this final varsity match. But for now, it's Brighton 22, Sussex 15. Welcome back. The second half just about to start. Brighton with a centre pass, and they'll be shooting from right to left, as you see it. Fantastic atmosphere. As Brighton look to hold on to the lead and claim just a second and a half varsity point of this 2026 series. And more impressively today, they're doing it without their head coach, Emily Gooch, as she's on a trip in the Gambia. So I hope she's watching this evening. In place, two more coaches for Brighton, Claire Slater and Darcy Gray, taking charge for the Panthers this evening. How do you think Sussex can respond in the second half?
Yeah, they have to give it their all in the second half. It's now an 8-point deficit for Sussex. And for Brighton, I think it's all about game management for them. They have the largest lead of the game and just stick to the game plan. They've done well in the first half.
Contact called against Jimo. Beyond the reach of Tally. And Sussex start the half with 2 unanswered points, 22-16. Brighton maybe need to look to gain their composure again. Maybe a bit shocked by the fast start Sussex have had in this third quarter. Nice passing, and Kirby under the net. Rolls in, 22-18. Sussex 3-0 up at the start of this second half. What do the Panthers have in response? Barros to Jimo on the right-hand side. Fantastic pass, splits the defence. Brighton could be in, it's an ambitious effort. Off the rim and bounced out. Tuck with the pass now. Deflected into the path of Collins. Contact against Sasha Tally. And there was Kirby. He's made a really bright start since coming on for the Stingrays. 3 minutes gone in this second half. Brighton yet to get a goal on the scoreboard in this third quarter. Surely contact against Barros. No, Gaffney. And they make the most of it with Brighton's first point of the second half, 23-19.
Yeah, we need to see how Brighton responds to the early attack from Sussex in the third quarter. They have to continue to do what they have done in the first half. Move the ball quickly, find the spaces, and be patient. Again, into the scoring zone. Out of bounds, Sussex ball.
And how much of the crowd do you think how much of an effect do you think it's having on the players today? Obviously, Varsity is the big end of year occasion. Of course, the big rivalry, not just between the fans, between the players as well.
Oh yeah, crowd is massive today. It's huge. I can barely hear you talking, Noah, here. And we have a sold-out crowd here in Brighton, in Falmer. It's definitely a huge effect on the players. Latifa, eyeing her options. Into the wing attacker. quick passing moves, and a turnover. Well, a battle in midfield. Sussex keep hold onto the ball. And eventually a turnover for Brighton. And here they come.
It is Hazelden Elms initially with a poor pass, which has started this attack for the Panthers. Swan goes backwards for Jimmo. Obstruction called. Pass. Calls for the rebound, which isn't needed anyway due to the foul. And the free pass is in. And with 6 minutes gone in the third quarter, it's a signal for some more substitutes.
It's a brilliant response from Brighton against the early surge of Sussex. Here they come again. Into the danger zone. Scores again. 8-point lead for Brighton.
Fantastic play from Jimmo. He's been arguably the standout player with a passing ability this evening. Playing in a less favoured wing defence position. Play will resume after a little break to get something removed from the court. Footwork called against Jess Barris. Moving that standing leg. Tuck. Kirby opts to go backwards. Tuck again over Barris's head, finds the goal shooter. And Barris's best efforts puts the goal shooter off enough. But instead impedes Kirby. And they get the goal anyway, 27-20. In this game, which has shown such high intensity for the duration. No signs of it slowing down. Got 7 minutes and 50 seconds left of this third quarter. Move nicely. It's offside called against the wing defence, just stepping into the circle. Over on the far side, switch of play into Tuck, and the big interception from Barris and starts attack. Another bit of footwork. Bit of tiredness perhaps coming in to the players, Hugo.
Yeah, definitely. We see more footwork violations in the third quarter than in the first half. Well, I think Sussex has to manage the game point by point, step by step, to fight back into this game. It might perhaps be the largest lead for Brighton here, 29-20. 6 minutes to play in the third quarter.
And we were asking what response Brighton were going to have after Sussex made the strong start to the third quarter. And we've seen it now. The biggest lead of the game so far, 29-20. Another infringement, however. Sussex will gain control of the ball. Tuck in space. Looks forward for options and finds Kirby. Tuck again. Nice reach. And placed nicely. 29-21. Jimmo screaming for the ball on the right-hand side. Didn't quite get it. And that might prove wise. And it rolls in. Brighton respond again, maintaining their 9-point lead. 30-21. 5.5 to go.
Another turnover for Sussex. It should be easy points. Yes, it is. 31-21, 10-point lead. A quick substitution for Sussex. Charlotte Tuck on. Quick passing combination from Sussex. Ambitious shot, just off. Latif on the ball. Onto the far side. Quick passing combinations. Just rims out. (32-21) is the score. Can Brighton extend the lead? Over to the far wing. Another dangerous pass from Sussex. Still finds Charlotte Tuck.
More substitutes coming on for Sussex. The imposing Nayova making way for Evelyn Collins, the Irish-born goal shooter for the Stingrays. Less than 4 to go in this third quarter, 32-22. Nayova making a mark straight away, making no mistake this time. Maybe the break on the bench did her some good. Contact, so Brighton will move with the free pass. Jimmo on the left-hand side. Interception from Tuck, the centre. For a Brighton ball on the byline. (33-23). Exactly 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. The varsity match, which has been played just for pride largely. Brighton looking for just their second win in the Varsity Series. And they're well on course for it so far. 33-24 they lead. Under pressure from Barrable. Doesn't quite do enough. And the 10-point lead is restored once more. They'll come again. Takes a time off the near side rim. Collected, however, on the rebound. And with a score at 35-24, Brighton have scored more goals today than they did in the varsity fixture last season, where they narrowly lost 33-34. And there are still 17 minutes of the match to play. What can the Stingrays do? Hazel and Elms will get the free pass against Jimmo. Kirby with the ball. There's Nayova there as well. On the rebound if they needed it. but they didn't. 35-25, 90 seconds to go, and more substitutes. Sasha Talley this time making way.
.11 lead for Brighton. Their conversion rate under the basket is really good tonight. Again, footwork violation. Let's see how Sussex managed this attack. Up to the wing attacker. Centre finds space. Another interception for Brighton as they've capitalized Sussex turnovers in this quarter. 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Last attack. Ten seconds left. A shot, no good. Fight for the rebound. Referee calls Sussex ball, and this end of the third quarter is 36-25 to Brighton.
Brighton unable to make the most of the opportunity as the buzzer goes to signal the end of the third quarter. Sussex have it all to do. They'll have to come back from 11 points if we're going to claim a varsity victory and repeat last year's success. But for now, it's 36-25 to the Brighton Panthers. Welcome back to the final quarter of this gripping netball varsity match, where Sussex have it all to do if they're to claim back-to-back varsity successes. They'll start with a centre pass. Charlotte Tuck. Do or die now for the Stingrays, and they'll be hoping for a bright start like the one they had in the third quarter.
Yes, they have to have a bright start in the final quarter of this game. They have to limit their turnovers and interceptions. Well, for Brighton, just keep doing what they have done. Good pass and move moments, and defend well.
And it's not a varsity game without the appearance of the Brighton mascot, Panther Pete, who is geeing up the crowd in the far corner there, starting a Mexican wave during the break, which the Sussex fans stopped. So you could clearly tell the difference in which sides the fans are sporting over on the far end. There's contact there, maybe a needless mistake as the ball looked to be heading out. And Sussex are punished. 37-25, the lead building for the Panthers. Phillips has the ball now, over the top of Jimmo. Nova was waiting for it, but the pass was intercepted. And all these can be crucial moments for the Stingrays. But look to build with the next attack. They're thwarted themselves over the wing defence for Sussex. It's called to be out of play by the referee. In space, it's a nice pass. And they have the composure to find the net. 38-25. And they're beginning to run away with things here. It's going to be a mighty effort for the Stingrays to come back from this deficit. It's a 13-point game. As the Panthers look to continue their invincible streak this season. Another bit of contact, the goalkeeper does. Just try to make it difficult for the goal attack. But Barrable being unable to stop the goal, 39-25.
It has been all Brighton in this final quarter of the varsity game. They've showed great composure under the post. Everybody is calling for the ball. You can see the momentum and confidence shifting to Brighton's way. Another shot, rims out. Rebound, Brighton. A contact call. Still Brighton ball. Can she find the space? Yes, she can. Rims out, rebound. Brighton regains possession.
The Panthers won't mind this, running the clock down. This came from another infringement. Offside from Phillips, the wing defence, not for the first time this evening. A 15-point lead now. Seems very commanding with a little over 11 minutes to play. Sussex will not have given up hope just yet. They can't pull one back there. And those turnovers can prove terminal, you fear, for Brighton and for Sussex, however.
Well, it's a bit too early to run down the clock, isn't it? But Sussex seemingly can't find the bottom of the net. in this final quarter, despite having numerous chances under the post. And Brighton on the attack again. Another easy point for Brighton is 41-25.
And here come the Panthers again. Into the goal. Takes their time and finds the goal really neatly. Panthers growing in confidence as they make another change. Latifa Jimo this time making way for Ellie Bittner in her final varsity appearance, final appearance for the Panthers, full stop. Will be an emotional evening for her no matter the scoreline. She is the only player in this Brighton team to be leaving at the end of this season. She is graduating for the summer. Sussex respond with a change for themselves. Freya Sherlock on. Doesn't often play for the Sussex first team. Given a chance this evening. Usually the second team's co-captain. There's a tall figure in defence there. And a good start from Freya Sherlock. Getting in the interception. Beaten to the pass there, however. I guess a little deflection from the rebound, but penalised for obstruction. And Brighton, you can see their confidence growing, and it showed in the scoreline, Hugo.
Yeah, they're having a 17-point lead in the final quarter. And Sussex are struggling even to put the ball in the basket as they find a point back. Their conversion rate under the post is really impressive for Brighton tonight. And if they miss, they always secure the rebound. 8 minutes remaining in the final quarter of this varsity game.
Another change. Lucy Beresford coming on and taking responsibility at wing defence. Her first contribution here. Tuck with a long pass, aiming for Nayova. Reached it nicely. Got a second attempt. Hits it home, 44-28. 8:05 to go. Bittner with it, but she gives it to the wing attack. Bittner calling for it, and she gets it. Nice pass, can it be kept in play? It can't. Beresford on this near side. Assesses their options. Goes for Gaffney, they can build on the right. Interception though, poor pass from Sherlock. Over the top, now into the circle. Contact against the goal defence called. And again. The referee having a word with Charlotte Gaffney about the number of times she's being penalised for obstruction or contact. And another change for the Stingrays. Kirby coming on this time as they look to perform something pretty miraculous from here, Hugo.
Yeah, definitely. The Brighton Panthers might have their game last year in their minds, seeking for revenge against the Stingrays. Interception here, as Sussex secure the ball. Footwork violation called by the referee.
slightly few more errors coming into the play for the Stingrays. The fans still believe. 17-point game with 6 minutes left. The lead seems unassailable from here. Bittner commands it and gets it from her centre. Goal shooter. What should she do from here? In, yes. 46-28. And they're really enjoying themselves out here. They had so much pain in Varsity in recent years. That nail-biting 33-34 defeat last year was a really difficult one to take for a lot of this team. And the Brighton crowds getting involved. Cries of "this is embarrassing." And you can see why, with Sussex being a tier above. This is coming as a huge shock, Hugo.
Yeah, Sussex are starting to become a little bit impatient under the basket, as we can see here. 5 minutes remaining in the quarter. Can they salvage anything from the game? Referee called contact under the post. 48-29 is the score.
Yeah, we've mentioned that Varsity game last year a couple of times. Maybe the Sussex players aren't quite ready for it. Only 3 of the 12 players named in the squad were involved in last year's win. Evelyn Collins, Charlotte Gaffney and Amelia Phillips, who we haven't seen too much of in this game. The only players who experienced that win last season. Over under the post, fails at the first attempt yet again, at a second as well. An infringement, finally makes it on the third go. With less than 4 minutes to play, however, might prove too little too late. 48-30. Scramble in the mid-court. It'll be a Sussex ball with Sherlock over to take. Beresford goes right to her centre, Tuck. Here's Tuck yet again. Nice build-up play this from Sussex. Brighton can't really get near in this attack. Nova using their height, but being pulled back for a foul. And they can't make the most of it. Brighton look to launch attack it themselves. The ball came over here to the commentary area. Over the top, Sherlock using her reach to claim the interception. And Bittner responding with one of her own in the mid-court. Beresford now can only watch the wing defence. Naova, can she keep it in place? She can't. And it kind of sums up her evening. Plenty of effort on show, but the execution hasn't quite been there. Too long on the ball for Bittner. Took longer than 3 seconds to release the ball. And the Brighton Panthers can really enjoy themselves in the final 2 minutes, Hugo.
Yeah, we can saw a little bit of fatigue creeping in the final quarter. However, it's normal, and more interceptions and turnovers. It might be too little too late for Sussex here in the varsity game. 1 minute left in the final quarter. Well, I think Brighton has executed the game plan perfectly from start to finish. The quick ball movement and the brilliant conversion rate under the basket. And they're getting rebounds as well.
Such a special game this year. Obviously the ones teams not playing each other. They'll be back in action next season when both sides are in Division Tier A. And it was these two fighting for the title last year, with Sussex coming out on top. However, this year, Brighton will have the bragging rights. Approaching the final 30 seconds. Sussex get one back, but it will only be a consolation. 49-33. Every single supporter of the Panthers' persuasion up on their feet. They know that victory is inevitable. Counting down, approaching the final 10 seconds. And they get to the 50-point mark. A big moment for the Panthers. And they secure a massive win in the netball. Look at the scenes here. Making up for the nail-biting defeat last year with a crushing defeat of Sussex this time around. You can see what it means to them as Brighton claim just their second victory of this year's varsity and secure it in some style with a smashing 33-point win over their fiercest rivals, Hugo. They'll be so delighted with that performance.
Yeah, but give credit to this Sussex team. They have fought until the end despite the slightly embarrassing scoreline. They will definitely get their chance to revenge next season when Brighton promoting into the first tier of netball.
And a special shout out for Ellie Bittner, who faced that heartbreak last year, came back and has co-captained this side to not only an invincible league season, but varsity victory as well. Some of the players for an interview, but for now, full time here at the Brighton Sport and Health Complex. It's the Brighton Panthers 50, Sussex Stingrays 33. So Ellie, co-captaining your team to varsity victory in your final game. Sum up what it means.
My final game of my final year, to win the league 10 out of 10 unbeaten, win varsity for the first time in 3 years, it's just absolutely insane. I can't actually believe it's happened. And for such a big score difference, like 17 goals. Usually Garth varsity's been goal for goal for goal, and to have a 17 goal lead at varsity, especially with a team in the tier above, is just unreal.
And did you use that heartbreak from last year, losing by 1 point, to kind of motivate you and your team this year?
Yeah, I think it really spurred us on. It made us really knuckle down in all of our training, and yeah, we really used that as motivation, coming in as the underdog to take the win.
And as you say, invincible season. How did you do it? How did you win 10 league games out of 10 and then respond with a victory as well against Sussex in the varsity game?
Just a bunch of 10 out of 10 goals for 10 out of 10 wins. Honestly, every single goal gives 100%, and then that makes our team in row. Like, it's just everyone giving 100% individually. They're just incredible.
Yeah, and how did you deal with the emotions of today, kind of knowing this is your final game? Did that play a part at all?
I didn't deal with them. I was crying the whole time, on court and on the bench. I was crying constantly. It was an emotional day for me.
So what does it mean for you to play for the Panthers team?
It means everything. Like, I'm with all my friends. It's just like such a big, one of them's just coming over here now, Ben Nicolau. It's such a good unity and just community, and we just all love each other.
Ben, it's your final year as well. Some of what all these girls mean to you.
Honestly, I'm really emotional leaving them all, but I'm so proud of Ellie especially. She's been my housemate for 2 years. I don't want to leave her. And Brighton Netball, we've won the league and varsity. What other team has done that this season? None! Yeah!
Funny, we know you love to celebrate. We know you love your socials. What's the plan for this evening?
I can't say, it's not PG. Actually, that is so shit. I can't leave that in. That makes it sound like I'm doing something else. I'm just going out and getting absolutely feral, like,
Have a great evening. Thank you so much for joining us.
Winner!